Most people think that breakups are permanent, but that's not always the case. Breakups can be hard, and it's easy to feel like you'll never find happiness again. There are plenty of reasons why breakups don't have to be permanent. In fact, most people end up getting back together after a breakup. No matter how much you may want it to be, the fact of the matter is that breakups are not forever. Most people tend to come back together after a breakup, and there are many reasons why this happens. Sometimes it's simply a case of two people who are meant to be together realizing that they can't live without each other. Other times, it's a case of both parties realizing that they made a mistake in breaking up in the first place. Whatever the reason may be, breakups can and do happen, but they don't have to be permanent. Before you move ahead, you might want to check the link in the description below, where we will show you the most scientifically validated technique for getting your ex back and making them fall in love with you again. Coming back to our topic of 7 signs that your breakup is not permanent, let's get started right away. Number 1. You are in constant communication. If you and your ex are still in constant communication, then it's likely that the breakup is not permanent. If you can still talk to each other and communicate effectively, then there's a good chance that you will get back together eventually. Constant communication is a sign that the two of you are still interested in each other, and it's a good sign that the breakup is not permanent. Most people who break up do so because they no longer have strong feelings for each other. If you still have strong feelings, then it's likely that you will get back together at some point. Number 2. Listen to the mixed messages. If your ex is sending you mixed signals, it's a good sign that the breakup is not permanent. If they say they want to be friends but then act like they want more, it's a clear sign that they're still interested in you. Mixed signals can be confusing, but if you pay attention to them, they can be a good indicator that the breakup is not actually permanent. If you still have strong feelings for your ex, it's a good sign. Breakups are often hardest on the person who still has strong feelings for their ex. If you find yourself still thinking about your ex all the time, it's a good indicator that you still have strong feelings for them. Number 3. Your ex is angry at you. If your ex is angry at you, it could be a sign that they still have feelings for you. Often, when people are angry at someone, it's because they care about them and don't want to see them hurt. If your ex is angry with you, it's possible that they're just trying to cover up their own hurt feelings. Regardless, it's a sign that the breakup might not be permanent. If one or both of you were dating someone else after the breakup, it would be a clear sign that you had moved on. But if you're both still single, it's a sign that you haven't moved on, and that there's still a chance for you to get back together. Number 4. Your ex is reaching out to mutual friends. If your ex is reaching out to your mutual friends, it's a sign that they still want to keep tabs on you and see what you're up to. It's possible that they're just trying to be friendly, but it's also possible that they're hoping to hear that you're not doing well without them. Either way, it's a sign that the breakup is not permanent. If your friends or family see your ex around more often, or your ex directly contacts them, this may be a sign that he or she is into you after all that time. If this is the case, it's a good idea to speak to your ex directly and see where their head is at. Number 5. Your ex is an emotional roller coaster. If your ex is an emotional roller coaster, it's a sign that they're still not over you. Breakups are hard, and it can take a long time to get over someone. If your ex is still all over the place emotionally, it's a good sign that the breakup is not permanent. If your ex is still talking about you, it's a sign that they're not over you. If they bring you up in conversation constantly, or can't seem to stop talking about you, it means that you're still on their mind. It's possible that they're just trying to be friendly, but it's also possible that they're hoping to hear that you're not doing well without them. Either way, it's a sign that the breakup is not permanent. Number 6. Your ex shows jealousy. If your ex shows jealousy, it's a sign that they're not over you. If they get angry when you talk to other people, or if they try to make you feel guilty for moving on, it means that they still care about you and want you for themselves. Jealousy is a strong emotion, and it's a good indicator that the breakup is not permanent. If they try to dictate who you can and can't talk to or what you can and can't do, it means that they're still trying to hold on to what they had with you. People who are over their exes don't try to control them, they know that the relationship is over and they've moved on. Number 7. You didn't state that the split was permanent ahead of time. If you and your ex didn't state that the split was permanent ahead of time, it's a good sign that it's not actually permanent. People who are sure about breaking up usually make it very clear that there is no going back. If you and your ex didn't have that conversation, it means that there's still a possibility of getting back together. These are just a few of the signs that your breakup might not be permanent. If you're still not sure, it's always a good idea to talk to your ex directly and see where their head is at. Only they can know for sure whether or not they're ready to move on. If you're not sure whether or not your breakup is permanent, there are a few signs to look out for. If your ex is still angry with you, reaching out to mutual friends, an emotional roller coaster, or jealous, it's likely that the breakup isn't final. On the other hand, if you and your ex didn't state that the split was permanent ahead of time, there's still a chance to get back together. Ultimately, only your ex knows for sure whether or not they're ready to move on. I hope this helped. Best of luck. So what to do next to get ex back? I'm going to share a little secret resource now that can use to get your ex back. I have only one request. Please don't abuse the methods I'm about to share with you. Once your ex comes back to you, make sure to treat him right. I will leave a link to it in the description below. Make sure you check it out and watch the full video on the next page. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like the video, share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel. If you're up for it, put down your thoughts in the comment section below.